if you guys are needing to access later. But we would like to welcome Dustin Johnson here to the media room at the 3M Open. Dustin, you're going to be making your second start this week. Just tell us a little bit why you added this back to your schedule and what you've seen throughout the course so far this week.
Yeah, the golf course is good. I really liked it last year. Obviously, I ended up only playing one round, but it was, it's a golf course that I felt like it fit my game pretty well. I enjoyed playing it. So it kind of worked in the schedule for me this year. Just, I needed to add another event, and this one worked out.
6 top 10s so far this season, and coming off a tied for 8th finish at the Open. Just tell us how you're feeling about your game coming into this week.
Yeah, I'm starting to see, things are starting to turn around a little bit. I felt like, haven't had a great season so far, but I feel like the game is starting to come back into form. I'm starting to see a lot more consistency with the game. Starting to play a little bit better. Other than, last week, had a little 7-hole stretch there in the third round where I, just made a lot of easy bogeys. Just hit the ball in the wrong spots. But other than that, I felt like I played really solid all week and, played pretty well. Other than those few holes. But, I'm pleased with where the game's at and pleased with, the stuff that I'm seeing so far.
Thank you. We'll turn it over to our media now. First up, we have Jerry Sakota with the Minneapolis Star-Tribune.
Hi, Dustin. What were your memories from last year, however brief they were, and did you feel any need when you were looking at your schedule to come back and let the fans get a little longer look at you?
Well, yeah. Well, last year there wasn't any fans, but yeah, it was a place. Like I said, I like the golf course. It's in perfect condition. I enjoyed playing it last year, and so yeah, I wanted to come back and play again. Obviously, didn't. Only played one round, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it this year. It worked out where it fit in the schedule, and I'm looking for a good week. I feel like the game's in really good form right now, and I've liked what I've seen so far the last couple of days practicing.
Next up, we have Jeff Babineau with PGAtour.com.
Hi, Dustin. When you look back a year ago at this time, you wanted Travelers, but you were kind of looking for more consistency in your game. And all of a sudden, you went on this great tear that led to a FedEx Cup and a green jacket. Just wondering, do you see any similarities in the rhythm to this season for you?
Yeah, it's the game's starting to come back into form. I feel like I've been driving it pretty well, not as well as I was obviously when I was playing really good last season for that really long stretch, but starting to drive it better, seeing consistency with the shots and misses, but I feel like the iron and wedge play is what I just haven't been as sharp with, and that's starting to come around. Last week I felt like I hit a lot of really good shots, controlled the ball really well, but so yeah, I'm starting to see a lot of similarities, and obviously that's the form I'm trying to get back to, where felt like I had a chance to win every single week I teed it up, which I feel like it's starting to get back into that form.
When you look back at that run, what do you think was the biggest spark to it?
Good question. I really don't know. I just I was working hard on the game, and got to where it felt like I was seeing just the same things every day, feeling the same kind of things in my swing, and the same kind of shots, just a lot of consistency with everything that I was doing.
Thanks.
With the St. Paul Pioneer Press, we have Jace Frederick.
Yeah, he does. And back at the third round, and even I think the week before that, it didn't look like the game was really close even. Literally your run started right after this. So even at the 3 and last year, did you feel like you were close, or what? Did something click at some point, maybe at the tournament or just after heading into the next one? Because that really did start your unprecedented run.
Yeah, it was, even though I played the week before, I played terrible. Even here, it wasn't didn't play that bad. It was just like I was just making way too many mistakes. And then, yeah, definitely from here I went home and practiced and got the game in good form, and yeah, obviously went on a great run there. And I feel like the game is really close to doing that again. Starting, like I said, starting to see a lot more consistency with the shots and the swings, and just controlling the golf ball a lot better.
We've seen a lot of the top guys who have played this come back to this tournament to play it again. What is it about this tournament you think that maybe once guys experience it, they want to come play it again? Well,
3M does a great job with setting up the tournament. They take care of us very well. The golf course is good. Excuse me. Golf course is really good. It's in very good condition. So anytime you got a golf course, like this with, the grass is perfect, the greens are good, it's fun to play.
Now we have Steve DiMaglio with USA Today.
DJ, just curious, do you have to get anything out of your system golf-wise after playing this golf?
No, I mean, I try not to change the way I play golf, even going over there. You just hit, different kind of shots. But you still, even playing links golf, you still got to hit your numbers. You're always trying to land it in a specific spot or hit it at a certain distance. So, no, I didn't have to change anything.
Thank you, sir.
Just the ground's a little softer.
Up next is Conrad Engstrom with Rainer Dispatch.
Yeah, Dustin, hey, you said that the course is in great condition. What kind of makes, or what holes are kind of tough in your mind at the TPC Twin Cities? What holes are kind of difficult?
I mean, there's. I don't know. I mean, I know the course. Obviously, I've played it a few times, but there's a few holes where, off the tee. Obviously, you got to hit some really good shots, good drives off the tee. But I feel like if I can drive it well here, I can definitely shoot some good scores. 2's a good hole, good driving hole. The par 3s I think are really good. So. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's all about off the tee because there is enough rough to where, you don't want to play out of it. And, the greens, they have enough, there's enough slope and there's quadrants to them. So you definitely want to be coming out of the fairway so you can control the golf ball. But, yeah, I mean, I think off the tee is where it gets kind of tough. I mean, there's a lot of really good driving holes. But, like I said, if you drive it in the fairway, you can shoot some good scores. Yeah, I mean, most important just to get, make sure you're rested. And, for me, yesterday I took Monday off and just rested just to get my, kind of get back on this time zone, get the body feeling good again after a long flight. But, yeah, I mean, mentally I'm in a good place. I feel like, the game's in good form. So, I'm looking forward to a good week.
Now we have Adam Schupak with Golf Week.
Thanks, Dustin. Can you take me back to last year when you started feeling the injury and your decision to withdraw?
I don't know, that was a long time ago. But yeah, it just, obviously I was just, coming out off of, I think we played at Muirfield the week before here and then came up here. But yeah, just, it just wasn't feeling good. The back was stiff, so it's tough for me to swing, the way I wanted to, and obviously was struggling a little bit. So went home, rested, got work done, and obviously that was when I started playing really well after this. I have not watched it yet, but I will.
How has he helped you? What has he done to aid you in how you go about doing your business?
I mean, obviously, anytime you get to spend a lot of time with, the greatest player, he's the greatest hockey player to ever play sport, and and will be for forever. I don't think anyone will ever come close to being as good as he was and dominating as much as he did. But anytime you get to spend time with them, listen to the way they did things and how he still does things now. It definitely helps. And anytime I can, learn, even if it's a little thing from him. Obviously, I'm always listening when he's talking, just because he's, he's the GOAT. So, I'm just fortunate enough I get to spend a lot of time with him.
Can you share one specific example?
Yeah, just the way he goes about things, and then listen to the stories of how hard he used to work. He worked harder than everyone else, and obviously he had a lot of talent and all that, but he put in the work, and just because you have the talent doesn't mean you're going to be good unless you put in the work and you work as hard, if not harder, than everyone else.
That influence that changed the way you work at all?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like over the past 5 or 6 years, I've definitely kind of stepped up, the way I go about things, and how I work and train on and off the golf course. So it's definitely been an influence, and it's definitely helped.
Thanks, Dustin.
Thank you.
We have time for just a few more. We're going to go over to Jeff Bull, KMSP Fox 9.
Hey Dustin, I'm just curious now that this is going to be your second time at this tournament. What's kind of the 30,000 foot view of the 30 movement from players on tour? What's just kind of the national perception of the tournament? And what will it be like to have all the fans back this year after not having any in it last year?
Yeah, I think it's going to be great to have the fans back. 3M, they do a great job hosting the event. They really take care of the players. They put on a good event. I think they, obviously I wasn't here with, last year there was no fans, but I'm sure the fan experience is great. The golf course is really good. So, it's going to be a really good tournament.
And we'll finish back up with Jerry Segota.
Hey, Dustin, the times you've come close at majors and haven't won, do you prefer to get out and play the next week, or would you rather have a week off to let your mind and body heal and recover?
It just depends. If I'm scheduled to play the next week, yeah, I want to play. If I'm not, then I go home. It just all depends on what's on my schedule, but it doesn't matter either way. I like to play well, so if I'm playing good, yeah, I want to play. But if I'm not scheduled to play, that's fine too.